Hello, I hope everybody had a great day. What I plan on doing in this video is showing how I built the base to this elevated jump tower, and then try to show you how I built the carts to the new monorail, or the new carts to the monorail. How I started off with this is we started off with the foundations, the wood foundations, the big squares. We did three um, east and west, and then three north and south. So it makes this big square. So it's basically three thick in each direction. Put the beam in the center. Found the center line of these 6 blocks. Was it right? 3, 6, 9, 9 blocks. Look for the center line. Put your beam right in the center, and then come to the medium boards and put it right on this pillar in the center, just like that. Then you'll come to the smaller ones, and you just lock it on to make an X. Once you have your X, you just add more of these small ones to the ends to come out. And then once you come out like that, you can take the one up from the smaller ones and put it sideways on the edge and do it all the way around. So it'll look just like this. And then once you have that set up, you come over to your pillars. You do the tall one, line it up in the center to the edge of that board, and then come in or out one, and then place it, and then double it up just like that, and then stack another so you can get your base wrapped around. Do the same thing over here, one away, place it, and then double it. Come over here, do the same thing. Just one off the edge, and then double it. This way, if one of the pillars breaks up top, it doesn't break your foundation going up, your jump tower or your jump platform. Because if one breaks, then it will get stuck. This way, you'll have two to ride up on. And if one breaks, you just take your make ladders or stairs all the way up. Well, I placed that one wrong. But you just make stairs all the way up for your height, just like you would do to make these pillars higher. So one off, one off. So now that we have our pillars set, so we can build our base, now we just go over to floorboards, go to the small one, and put it even with the edge so that there will be a space away from the pillars in the center. And what we're doing is basically making like a fork. And you just do that on all of them. You make your fork. And this is all in survival mode. None of my builds are outside of survival mode. I like to work for my resources, so I don't like having anything given to me. So that's why I do everything in survival. I like to earn every bit of resource that I get and make everything so that if I have to go out and farm to replace something, I'll go out and farm to replace it. I'm not scared to do that. I just don't believe in playing a game that has everything handed to you. I like working for everything. But anyways, so once you have this set up, you'll have a space all the way around, just like that. You take and you look for your big board, and you're going to just place this in the center. It's going to be like 2.5 north and south, and it's like going to be like 2 east and west, or other way around, depending on which way you did it. But before you do this board, you can double all this up to make it thicker, is what I did on that one over there. I doubled the whole fork and everything up, and then I put this piece on top, and then I put my jump pad right in the center of that, put a switch over here, and then I'll show you where you put your thrusters on the underneath of on the corners right here on this dot right here, and you do that all the way around on all four, and then your balloons will be right above on the top of the center of this outside. And then what you do over here, before you can use it, you have to break your pillar away. So what you do is just do one pillar, one small one, a pillar away on each side. You do 4. Then what you do is you put wheels on this, on all 4 of these, break your beam, and your platform will drop right on top. Like I said, you put your balloons right on the top, on this side, right in the middle. You make this as high as you want the platform to go. Me, what I did is, I think for the 4 thrusters and how heavy I have it with tires to stop it from hitting my platform up top, what I did, I think every time you hit the switch, it's like 14 floors or so. So I put beams, these beams up 20 floors, put a floorboard all the way across from this one to that one, hit the switch to see how high it would come up to the 20 floors, and then set my platform at the top to according to basically how many hits of the switch I plan on doing. This is about 4 hits of the switch with all this stuff, with everything doubled up. I put extra boards just on top just to make it look better, and then so it'll be like 4 hits of the switch to go up. As soon as you hear it cut out, you just hit the next one. Yeah, so it's about 14 to 20 floors for each hit. And then it decreases the higher you go. So it'll be like 15, 8, and then probably a little less than there. Because look how far we are away, and we're probably going to have to do one more hit to get up there. Oh, no, we got it. And the tires hit that platform and cause it to go right back down. And it should land on that platform every single time. And then I just put stairs around it so I could get onto the platform easier. And that's basically how to make that. I mean, it's very simple. And then how I made the carts on here is I didn't use dynamic platforms because I was having problems with those. When something broke, like a piece of board broke, every time I went to reattach a board with dynamic platforms, all the balloons and the thrusters would break. So I made my own platforms out of frostwood and a couple beams, and then just dropped them on the track, and they seem to work a lot better than the dynamic platforms have. And I'll show you real quick how I did that. All right, how I built this was I just did the big square wooden foundations, and then which I'll show you, these big ones, and I did a line straight down here, and then on the side I put these to give you your width, and then on the edge all the way down I did double railings on top of each other, and I did a wooden floor to dress it up on top of the wooden foundations. Then I put the beams on top, or the railings going all the way down, doubled up. And then over here you do one of these sideways, the wood foundation sideways, and then the 4th dot in, you want to put your small foundation piece on top. So it'd be the fourth dot in, you put your piece going inside, and then you do the same thing on the other side. Then you do your floorboard, your long floorboard on the edge of that small piece, and you do the same thing on there. I double them up in case one breaks, then it's easy to replace. And then we just built, these tracks straight down one, as far as we could, and then this track as far as you could. And you can do the platform if you want, or you could just leave the tracks and just ride this on the tracks. And then what we did is we took our small beam, put it in the center of the track, put a frost board right on the center of that. What I'll do is I'll probably pause this real quick and wait till daytime. All right, now that the night's over with, I can show you how I built this cart real quick. All right, so after I built my tracks, what I did on this platform is I put a small pillar, I put a frost board in the center, so it sticks out a board and a half on each side. Then I came over and I did beams, the long ones. And then you just put the beam the long way, even with the edge. And then come over here, do the same thing. Do your beam even with the edge. Just like that. And then we did a frost board, the long one right here, right underneath it. Can get it there. I think I have duck. Yeah, there it is. And then we did that on this side also. Yeah, good enough for right now. And then once those were in place, I knocked this beam out. Collect my wood. Then you take another beam and just do it the inside. Just make sure you don't touch the track so it doesn't lock everything in. So you'll do right next to the track and then over one. And then you can do the same thing over here on this side. Even with the track and then over one. And then you put your frost boards underneath here. Okay, so then once we have that on here, what we're going to do is we're going to put our frost board underneath. And once we have our frost board underneath, I know it's uneven, but you would make sure that it's even with the rest. Once you have that in place, though, you can see that it's moving really easy right now. You just put your, you make your top the way that any way you want to. You put your thrusters in the back. You can do big or small. It's up to you. But that's how I made these carts right here. I'll show you the carts. These are the carts that I just showed pretty much how to make right there. Then I just put railings on it. A big balloon in the center. A small balloon. I think it's like 2 spaces behind it. For the chest. And it moves really good. I mean, I haven't had any issues yet. Doesn't mean that there's not going to be any issues, but so far, moves really good. Nice and smooth. When I had dynamic foundations, it didn't move as smooth as this. But thank you for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it, and have a good one.